Hello, so we are in the Mart Room at the NAWCC National Convention, and I'm here with my friend Richard, who has something truly astonishing. He's going to tell you about this watch you see here on the table. Richard, tell me about this outstanding find.
Thanks so much, Seth. We do a lot of education at these shows, and the British Horology chapter also meets at the National Convention, which is where we are. And so a number of us bring show and tell items all the time. And what we have here is a very early English watch. It dates from about 1590 or so, and it was made by the watchmaker to Queen Elizabeth I, and his name was Randolfe Bull. And we think that this is probably the earliest surviving watch from a British-born maker. And as you see, it's gold gilding on brass, a one-handed watch, and it opens to see the movement here. This is driven by a Fusee and gut, and would run for approximately a day, and it's signed on the bottom Randolfe Bull with a lovely pierced and engraved balance cock.
This is truly mesmerizing, Richard. And this watchmaker, could you share just a little bit about him?
I can, and thanks to the author Adrian Finch, who has done a lot of work in researching some of these early makers. Randolfe Bull, I think, was appointed watchmaker to Queen Elizabeth I in 1589 or 1590. And Queen Elizabeth I died in 1603, and then King James takes the throne from Scotland, and he continues to be the watch and clockmaker to King James as well, until the position is taken over by the famous David Ramsay. So Randolfe Bull was in the goldsmith company, so he was a jeweler, a goldsmith, and the learning about manufacturing, of course all handcrafted, early watches really came from the French and the Dutch, and from areas around what is now Germany. Back then it was the Holy Roman Empire, around Nuremberg and Augsburg. And so you had the best artisans really on the continent, and the technology transfer is taking place at this time back to England, because Queen Elizabeth I was really quite progressive. She loved science. She supported the sciences. And of course, having objects made for the queen or the king at the time were really the best that you could buy in the world. Now, this was not made for Queen Elizabeth, just to be clear. This would probably be made for someone that was in the court, because you had to be tremendously wealthy to afford a watch, a personal timekeeper at that time.
Wow, I'm just blown away at what you can find at an NAWCC event. And that being said, if you're not a member yet, you need to join, because there is history here, unbelievable history that you can find and learn about, and just truly wonderful people to meet. It's just an amazing experience. So if you're not a member yet, I really encourage you to join and be a part of what's going on. Find your local chapter that's meeting, get involved, because it's truly a blessing.
Thanks, Seth. As you said, it's all about learning and having fun. NAWCC.org.
Thank you, Richard, so much.
Thank you.